Good morning. My name is Carol Kennedy. Can you please tell me your full name?
Yes, my name is Amira Deani.
What should I call you?
You can call me Ami, Amira, or anything you like.
Right. In the first part of the interview, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself. So let's talk about what you do. Do you work or study?
I'm still studying and I'm on my 3rd year in college.
And what are you studying? And do you enjoy it?
I go to Faculty of Education and my major is English. Well, to be honest, I didn't enjoy it at all because I was obsessed with Faculty of Medicine. And I even planned to take another test after I enrolled in this faculty. But by time I realized that I don't want to be a doctor anymore, and being a teacher or lecturer fits me well. And besides, I realized that learning English is fun because we have a lot of ways to learn English. For me personally, I like to learn English by watching movies or reading novels like classic novels by Thomas Hardy, Robert Louis Stevenson, Jane Austen, and Jonathan Swift. So yeah, that's how I started to enjoy to be here.
So what are your future plans?
For my short-term future plan, I think I will just continue my study to master degree. My mom said that if I am married already, I can study abroad. But if I'm not, my mom will never let me because she said that this is too dangerous for me to go overseas. Well, I know that my mom is still overprotective, but she said that I still can go outside of Riau, like in Universitas Indonesia in Jakarta or Universitas Pendidikan Indonesia in Bandung. For my long-term future plan, I think being a lecturer or teacher is perfect for me because I am that kind of family-oriented person. What I mean here is I'm a woman, so yeah, of course I will have a lot of responsibilities as a housewife, and I will have a family to take care of. So it means that I cannot spend a lot of time in working, right? And we all know that being a teacher or lecturer is not that busy. And then if my family let me, I will continue my study to doctor degree.
Let's talk about friendships. How do you spend time with your friends?
Well, actually, I don't have any specific activity to do with my friends because we often do anything we like unexpectedly and randomly. But lately, we often do karaoke while waiting for our next class, or we will just stay in one of our friends' house and chit-chatting or talking or gossiping there because yeah, we don't know what to do anymore, and we cannot just stay in campus to wait for our next class because it really takes a long time. We need to wait like for 2 periods or 3 periods of classes until our next class. On the weekend, I usually hang out with my friends to cafe or cinema, or maybe we will just go to the mall for window shopping.
And is there one person you could call your best friend?
I have a best friend since I was in elementary school. Her name is Yumi. Actually, she is the opposite of myself. I mean, she is the tomboyish one and I am always be the girly one. She likes boys stuffs like boys clothes or shoes or football, sports, or like karate, taekwondo, and even she likes darker color like black, navy, gray, yeah, something like that. While I'm always be the girly one because I love dresses, dolls, Barbie, and pink color. But even though we have a lot of differences, we always can understand each other and we always stay together through thick and thin. Whenever I have a problem, she will always stay beside me, and yeah, I did the same thing too.
And can you tell me about a friend you remember from your childhood?
It has been a long time, but I think I remember one of my childhood friends. Her name is Rahma. Yeah, and we often did many things together, like riding bicycle around the complex, cooking, and took the materials from my mom's kitchen and even the cooking tools too. So yeah, that's why my mother was always mad at me. And we even always role played Cinderella or bawang merah, bawang putih, or timun mas, yeah, something like that. And that always also the cause of our fight. We fought over the roles that we want. Like, I wanted to be the bawang putih. I always wanted to be the good one, and she either. So yeah, that even though we fought a lot of times, I don't know why we ended up making up together always. But after her parents divorced, she moved to Malang, and since that time I never see her anymore, and we never keep in touch.
Now let's move on to talk about culture. Tell me about something that you feel is special to the culture in your country. I mean, it could be the food, or maybe the music, or perhaps art and literature.
Well, actually there are a lot of cultures in my country because I live in Indonesia. We all know that Indonesia is rich of cultures, right? Because there are a lot of, like, hundreds tribes in Indonesia, such as Minang, Malay, Batak, Bugis, etc. But I cannot explain it all because it needs time to explain it all. So yeah, I will just explain about Minang, okay? Because I'm originally Minangese. Since I was a kid, my mom used to teach me about Minang's cultures, like the dance or language or songs, and even my mother introduced me about the food. For the dances, I used to master tari piring. Do you know tari piring? Tari piring, tari piring. Sorry, tari piring is the traditional dance from Minang, and it's danced by holding a plate from glass, and we cannot let the plates fall while we dance it. For the language is a little bit weird, but it also almost similar with Indonesian language. And something that I really love from Minang is the food. There are a lot of traditional food that is really delicious in Minang. One of my favorite is nasi padang because yeah, I don't know, I cannot explain the taste. And we all know that everybody loves nasi padang, right? And it even goes international already, because I know it because when my parents went to Mecca, they told me that there are a lot of Minang restaurants there, and you know what, almost all of the customers there are not Indonesian but foreign people. So yeah, I think that's all that I can explain about special cultures in Indonesia.
Now, I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to plan what you're going to say, and you can make notes if you wish. You understand?
The last occasion that I attended was, I think it's my friend's birthday surprise. Actually, this is a really late surprise because we gave the surprise after 2 weeks of her birthday. Yeah, we felt sorry for that. Sorry. And the birthday surprise was held in her house, so we intended to decorate her room before she came home. Before we decorated her room, we went to the birthday stuff shops to buy flag banners, some balloons and candles, and we didn't forget about a cake. But sadly, I couldn't celebrate it together with them because I need to go home fast. I cannot go home lately, so yeah, I just helped them to prepare this. That friend that has the birthday surprise went to cinema with her cousin, so she went home lately. So yeah, I felt sorry for her because I couldn't celebrate it with her.
Now, you've been telling me about an important event in the past that you attended. Now, in the final 5 minutes of this test, I'd like to ask you some more general questions that are related to this. Let's talk about past events in general. Do you think photographs are the best way to record and remember special events in our lives?
Yes, of course.
Why do you think that?
Because whenever I look at my old pictures, I can't help feeling happy because I remember those sweet and old memories, especially the memories about my grandpa, because I love my grandpa so much, and he has gone already. And I also can feel the wistful affection for period in the past stronger in the photograph. That's why I love photograph so much. And then photograph express about joy and sorrow, wonder and sympathy, that makes us feel more nostalgic whenever we look at the pictures. Every human emotions that makes the memory stronger, we can find it in one photographs. That's why I think that photograph is the best thing to keep our memories.
What about written records? Can they also encourage us to remember past events?
Written record, I think that this is a good thing too, for keeping memories. To be honest, when I was in elementary school and junior high school, I used to write a lot of diaries as my written record. But then I grew up and I got a lot of activities, so since that time I don't have a lot of time to just sit and write a lot of things about my day. So since high school, I think since high school I never wrote anything as my written record anymore. I like both of them actually, but I think I prefer photograph because when we see photograph, we can remember our memories clearer and better. But sometimes I like to read the written record also to remember my memories, because some of the diaries or written record are consisted about some of detailed information.
And which do you think is better, recording important moments by taking photographs or by writing them down?
Well, I completely disagree with it, because we need our past to learn about the mistakes that we regret, so we won't make those mistakes again and again. But of course, we cannot be drowned in the sadness in the past, and we need to move on and make the future better.